Hey guys, I'm Simon and we're back in Minecraft. So the next thing we are going to do is we're going to extend the courtyard that way. I was, earlier on I thought it wasn't that interesting. I mean, the courtyard itself is just pretty much a flat piece of slab and cobblestone, so it's not like it's a big design or anything, but I guess I'll record some of this as well, of me doing it. So you see the sand blocks there, that's me marking out the modules. The courtyard as it is now, it's 50 blocks that way and 100 blocks this way. And what I'm gonna do is to double that pretty much. So it's gonna be 200 blocks long and 50 blocks wide. And so the sand there is the edge of the courtyard up to that point. I don't know if I explained earlier when I was building the chicken grinder and the zombie arena, but the reason I put these two buildings in those places, oops, lag, because of the chickens. Anyway, I put them there because I was planning to extend the courtyard all the time, so I put it so that it will sit on the edge of the courtyard like that. And I think the lag is because of the chickens, but it's quite bad. Okay, that should be better now. Anyway, so the courtyard ends at that point, so that's the corner there. And I'm going to have to flatten this hill here. So I have to dig all of this out. Unfortunately, the game is still lagging occasionally when I'm recording. I've installed Optifine. You can see it there. I don't know if you can... There, Optifine 1.00. So, I mean, it's helped the frame rate a little bit. I mean, it's not a huge increase, but it's smoother, and the recording is smoother as well. But you still get a bit of lag every now and then. Like there. I'm not entirely sure why it's doing that. I think it's the... Let's see, video settings, other. I think it's... Well, autosave is 3 minutes. It's lagging... No, that's not it, because it wasn't 3 minutes between the lags. Anyway, I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. But Optifine has helped, so that's recommended, I guess. See, it's doing it again. Anyway, I'll try and figure it out on my own time. Yeah, so for now I'm just gonna have to flatten a bit of this hill, and I might have to flatten more of it later on anyway. Yeah, that lag is really bad. I'll need to figure it out. Because I'm thinking of building a wheat farm and an animal breeding place here as well, so I might just flatten this whole thing at some point in the future. Alright, so nothing too special going on. I'm just going to flatten that and then build the courtyard, and I'm thinking I'll do a little bit more with the courtyard as well. I mean, right now it's just a big flat empty rectangle. I might put a few things in the courtyard just to make it a little bit more interesting. Maybe. I'll think about that. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, so back after I've demolished this stuff. Okay, so I flattened a whole segment of this hill here. You can kind of see where the stone is, and so a few blocks beyond that would have been where the dirt is. Anyway, that's not important. I've put in the cobblestone bits, and now I have to put in the double half stone slabs. It's not too interesting. I mean, it's just a flat piece of thing. It's also not taking as long as I thought it would. I guess that just, reminds me just how big my recent projects have been getting. Or complex. I mean, even if they're not that big. I mean, the courtyard is big, but it's only one layer of stone, basically. And it's not very complicated, whereas the recent stuff is a lot more complex, and the projects are getting bigger and bigger. Anyway, that's not too important, and I don't know, I guess I'm just showing you guys this as I do it. I mean, there's not too much to see, to be honest. I'm not sure what I'll do about the mountain here, or the hill. but I'll think about that later. So yeah, slabs are next. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I built a bit more. The stone slabs are in, or at least the little squares. I don't think I explained the module system for the courtyard when I first showed it. Well, anyway, you can probably see it now. It's let's see, it's 100. No, okay, so it's 50 blocks that way. And it's divided into 10 5-block modules. So that's 1, 2, 3 plus 2 more around it. So that's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 by 5 is 50. And obviously there's 50 there, and then each one is, you know, it's a 4 sets of modules as cobblestone, and then 1 is the slabs, and it does that basically. Yeah, I don't know how much or how else I can explain it. But I mean, if you want to, you can just continue this pattern indefinitely. But I'm not going to, it's just going to be this courtyard, and that's going to be it anyway. So even more half slabs, or the half stone slabs in between these squares, and then we'll be done after that. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, so the courtyard extension is pretty much done, although I think I said earlier that I wanted to do something else with the courtyard, not just have it a big empty space. But so now it's twice as long, and yeah, whatever I build in it will come a bit later. I want to do some other things first, namely a wheat farm, an animal farm with sheep and cows and whatever. So move the animals. The animals are over there somewhere. So move them over here, and then I'll come back to the courtyard. So it's like that at the moment. As you can see, it's just the same pattern extended for, you know, twice as long. I'm thinking the farms will be around here, not on the hill, I don't think. So maybe, I don't know, something on the hill, just decorative, and then back here it's a bit flatter. So the flat space is probably the wheat farm, and then it's okay to have animals on the hill a little bit. The fences will be a bit more complicated, but you know, they can sit on the hill with no problems. And let's just see how the courtyard looks from, you know, different angles around the place. I mean, it looks okay from that corner there, because the crystal tower basically anchors the end of the courtyard on this side. But over here you'll see everything is quite flat. So I think I'll need, you know, something at the end there, and probably something at the end here just to balance it out. You know, just to close off the courtyard basically, because right now there's the hill there, there's hills there, there's buildings over there. So yeah, I guess some things at the ends, and maybe something in the middle. I've got something in mind, but I won't get into that yet. I'll talk more about that when I come back to it. Whoa, I just lit the grass on fire. I'm wondering if that would burn the torches. If it hit a torch, would it burn the torch out and then allow things to spawn? I think it will, if it does hit a torch. Anyway, that's not too important. I think we can end the video here. Let me just check. Nope, nothing wrong here. Alright, I'll come back with the next thing. What's the next thing? Animals, wheat. I guess I have to move the tree farm. I should move the tree farm this way a little bit. Which is, I guess I'll do that next off camera. I need to chop down a tree farm anyway, because I'm out of wood, almost. I spent a lot of wood in making charcoal, and then using the charcoal to get the smooth stone, to get the slabs to finish off the courtyard. But that's all off screen. That's not interesting. So I guess I'll shift the tree farm this way, and then the wheat farm, and then the animals. Yep, so that'll be coming up, I guess, in the next few videos. Oh, before and this is kind of not relevant, but I had to change this a bit. I don't know if you guys have downloaded the save file. This thing doesn't work anymore in the save file because the redstone changed, the way it connects together changed. So I have to, well, I modified this gate. It's a NAND gate, not AND, I think it was, or was it XOR? No, it was XOR. It was an exclusive OR gate. Sorry. So the gate changed because the redstone needed to come out from there and hit both that block and that block. So whereas before, when you put down redstone, it will form a cross if it's not joined to anything else. Now it won't form a cross. And what happened was it was no longer triggering that block there. So anyway, I had to change that. It's not a big deal, but if you guys were using the block switcher mechanism, or if you're wondering why it doesn't work for you anymore, it's because the gate was broken by the new redstone mechanics. Anyway, that's a side note. I think, yep, that's it. That's it. I mean, we can go up. Yeah, let's go up the tower and have a look at the courtyard from up there as well. So yeah, once I close off the courtyard, by which I mean once I finish it off, then I guess the main base area won't. The main base area, which is what I call this, is basically the area around the courtyard, and it's close to the spawn point and the storage and all that. And obviously it has all sorts of resource things like the tree and the chickens, and soon to be wheat farm and animal farm. So all the resource stuff is based here. Obviously it's convenient to have all your resources close at hand. And I think I'm gonna build the potion stand and the enchanting thing over there, just to have it close to the storage, and again it's convenient to have it there. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I usually use that space there to experiment. So right now there's a Christmas tree, but the switch thing is over there, so often I would experiment here. So maybe I'll make that official by actually building a place for that, or maybe I'll build it. It's not really that big if I want to. Anyway, I need to figure out a place to set aside for experiments. Yeah, so that's what the courtyard looks like right now. And it really does need something at the ends to anchor it. Alright, I guess that's it for this video. I'll see you guys next, which is moving. Yep, next up we'll be moving the tree farm and then wheat farm and all that. So see you guys there.